breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
You've probably heard the phrase "they let the fox guard the henhouse" at some point. Basically, it's said someone who is supposed to be protecting something probably wants to do harm to it themselves, like a fox would want to do to hens. The lesson we're supposed to learn from that is that we should choose our protectors carefully because we will have to trust them fully. This has been a point of contention for many who think that the military is compromising itself by allowing Muslims to enter its ranks. Since our war on terror was started by Muslims who consider it their holy duty to kill as many Christians as possible in order to achieve some sadistic and delightful afterlife, it seems counterproductive to let those who share the same order and the very military tasked with fighting that war. Air Force Captain Shahriar Rahman, who is a Muslim chaplain, is being charged with a crime that could get him punishments ranging from $3,000 in docked pay, all the way to getting thrown out on his ear. According to the conservative Daily Post, it's looking more like he'll land on the slap on the wrist end of the spectrum. Air Force Captain, 03, Shahriar Rahman, who serves as a chaplain, Imam at Ramstein Air Force Base in Germany, was convicted by a military judge under the UCMJ, Uniform Code of Military Justice, of larceny and conspiracy to commit larceny resulting from an incident of shoplifting he and his wife committed last year. In a shocking turn of events, the officer who acted as a judge, Col. Mark Milam, penalized the convicted imam by requiring only that he forfeit $3,000 of his pay for 1 month. Seeing as Captain Rahman lives on an Air Force base, that hardly seems like a punishment thought. The incredibly light punishment is especially troubling since Rahman is not only representing the United States military, but he is representing the entire country to the locals. This level of disrespect is one that stems from a deeply ingrained teaching that while they might have to get along with those around them, Muslims are inherently better, and therefore should get to do what they wish. In some ways, we might be considered lucky that the Air Force got a peek into the mind of this person they letting wear their uniform before he did something much worse. If it's his religion that's prompting his disregard for laws, that could lead to bigger problems. And if he is just your general overly materialistic jerk, that also usually leads to trouble if he has access to any sensitive information. Here are more details from our source about the exact nature of Rahman and his wife's crimes. The charges come from an arrest involving Captain Rahman and his wife, who were caught stealing about €70 worth of groceries from an Edeka store in Hamburg, Germany. A second case occurred about 2 weeks later when the Rahmans were accused of stealing from the exchange on Ramstein Air Force Base. An exchange, often also known as a PX or base exchange, is basically a department store for the military, but no charges were filed as a result of that case. Undercover store detective Thomas Bix from the Edeka in Hamburg reported to the military court that he knew the Rahmans were stealing when he saw them put fish in their basket, but never paid for the fish before leaving. Exchange detective Albert Arsena told the court that he observed, via cameras in the exchange, Sanam Rahman, Captain Rahman's wife, placing makeup items in her bag, as well as being handed a jump rope by Captain Rahman which she then put in her large handbag. When Arsena confronted the pair, he says that Captain Rahman remained cool and collected throughout his questioning, but at one point his wife took off on foot and hid in a men's restroom nearby. Arsena walked into the restroom after she came out and recovered the stolen items from the restroom, where it is apparent Sanam Rahman hid them. Attempts to defend against the charges mostly involved attacking the evidence, claiming that a mistake had been made and they had just forgotten to not pay, or attempts to claim that Captain Rahman was unaware of his wife's wrongdoing. Major Marquita Rex, acting as defense for the Captain Rahman, tried her best to defend his actions and those of his wife, but the evidence was obviously against them. Luckily, there is still a slim chance that the imam may be removed from service. Becoming a military chaplain requires that an organization endorses you to serve in such a capacity. This organization, such as a recognized religious organization like the Catholic Church, can withdraw their endorsement of a chaplain at any time and for any reason, which will usually result in their separation from the service.